is currently 6'5", 26, roughly 1635. And I was just pondering, when you think about the scriptures, they say they desire to sit in Moses' seat or Moses' seat, and then they had to go back. So there's three pharaohs called Moses. So that means the judgment they're talking about is that of a pharaoh. In my other video, I stated the pharaoh must have the humility. Not, see, even their bullshit culture, the leader must be able to be led. Exactly. You must be able to humble yourself. It had to hurt his being that not only himself, who is supposed to be the ruler of the kingdom and a guiding aid to many other nations, and his wise men, none of them could figure this out and had to go to the dungeon where they kept those whom they thought weren't equal to them. And a slave, weren't even of the bloodlines, but still had to do it for why? The betterment of his people. This animal can't do it for shit. He had to humble himself to the Not only did you go to the lowest of your own kingdom, you went to another people, and on top of that, one in whom you enslaved. That had to take some superior humbleness to do this. Ate that, it stung, you got me. Humbled this out of his soul, his being. Asked for Yusuf, got it, made sense, did it. Kingdom not only survived the 7-year drought, but was thriving because they sold to all nations around who didn't hear of this or didn't take heed to it. So as I say, the pharaonic seat, or Moses' seat, or Moses' seat, is that of a pharaoh. So even crazier now, I believe, is Matisyahu. They desire to sit in Moses' seat. They desire to be my ruler, my Negus, my emperor, my pharaoh. It had not the knowledge of Elder Yusuf, or I would say, hopefully, Father Yusuf, somewhere, if it's a mixed breed, either way, somewhere in the bloodline. They don't even have that wisdom, the humility to even go to jail. Or the self-discipline to go to jail. Most would sell out if the girl said, I won't put you in jail if you don't lay with me. The majority would say, yeah, I'll do it. My man was sitting there, obviously, he did fight and say he didn't do it, but exactly, most would have laid with her and ate it. And kept laying and been a bitch for the rest of his life. My man went to jail, as it says in Jubilees, 12 years. Even if you don't believe it, it's a good moral compass builder. Even if you don't believe it, I say, oh, you're making that fairy tale to become true. Because a lot of the Edomites, the Amalek, those who bow to Molech, your Sodomites, the Egyptians, you have the same Psalms 83, 1-5. They're confederate against our chosen ones, wishing to blot them out from being a nation. Of course your enemy going to tell you it's fake. It's not about him. It's about me and my elevation. At the very minimum, him being under me. At the maximum, him being dead. So of course he going to say, but I'm on the video though. I'll say the last night about how Yahushua had to be one of the God of the gods. Understanding when you understand the true story, last of the Pharaohs, Jesus, the real human-like version, but how they always say Jesus. So the other video, tell the Vatican to give me all my stuff back. Let me study on top of my ancestors who they have the new $1.2 billion museum who he built for me. Give them all back. Because, like I said, he's last of the Pharaohs, right? He would have to be on one of those pharaonic lists. He's, yes, through elder or hopefully Father Yusuf, he became a Kemetic pharaoh. As it states, Yusef became second in the kingdom, basically ruled the kingdom. So by all of that, he exactly. So now he has where it takes the, and he went to the mystery schools. And now we get deeper of Heliopolis. Come on, man. And got initiated and surpassed everyone. And it says in the Pharaohs, why do you want to join? You have superior knowledge. Over why I must overstand the trials, and it's like the Buddha, doesn't it? Tribulations of man. So the initiator of the cult of Asar asked Emmanuel, why do you want to join when you already have that which we're supposed to be given, and really probably more than most? Like the Buddha, I must understand what man goes through. I must walk the trials and tribulations of man, already superior to man. But he wants to sit in Moses, and he don't even go through the initiation process, which is have married women come into the room, random nights, see if you will lay with them or restrain yourself, gold, see if you would steal it, and other moral compass testers. And then, like some of the movies, have you on the steps for days, months, or weeks before they would even determine if they would bring you in for the initiation process. That's not even the initiation. That's the process to see if they even allow it to bring you in to start the initiation. Like today, all you gotta do is use your daddy and your uncle, daddy and your neighbor, your daddy. They had people who will follow you from babyhood, who two witnesses, as Socrates says in the Republic, who you didn't even know your parents, to see how you truly act when you're out of the presence of your parents. Of course your pop going to say yeah. Of course your uncle going to say yeah. What the non-family related witnesses who at that age would bring back the reports. When they see you, I say how you be, and a lot of these niggas so nasty, they do that shit in front of their pops. And their pops still say yeah. But he wanted to sit in he wanted to sit in my Negus, my Pharaoh, my emperor's seat. And not to mention, rule over me? Yeah, you can have the coon, the dumb niggardly beings who have no knowledge of self. You can't have my type. We know it. Once you know who you, I say, the 12 gates. Yeah, you're welcome to the kingdom, but those are the 12 sons. If they're actually following the bloodline, the requirements, you can't surpass them. You can claim whatever you want to claim. That's why they give you criminal, even that shit, even though they're doing bullshit, is bullshit. They don't want you to even get in there to get the knowledge of who you are. But see, even with that, you're under them. You gotta follow them. They rule it. They say they come in Manly P. Hall, but you can't go in any of theirs, especially in Europe. See, Kim is all the way around. You can go over in Europe. They couldn't come in there because you had a special invite. Now the student is the master. Remember where you got it from. But still, why? If it's their own, why do they copy all of that of Kemetics? As the elder minister say, their temples are named that have Muslim names or Arabic names. If it's your shit, if you're the originator, why do you copy everybody else's shit and have symbols from everybody else's? Say what? And where they originate from? Sumer? Babylon? But I'm cool. Well, man, look at it. Now you are. I'm making a video here. Like exactly. As elder ministers say, let's have an open, live televised debate on tube of you, and you use the channel and you get all the money for it. As he said, let me to the Jews when they call them before they cancel culture them, all the Jews, scholars, just him, open debate. That's reason. And prove, I guarantee I'll destroy you. But I say either we'll agree or I'll destroy you. You won't destroy me. Why? Because it all points back to me. Everything you copy, it don't matter what the origin of. The language and the books you have are from me. You may have some old, you probably can't even read those. You barely can read the Chemetics. That's why a lot of the scriptures, which was the Aramaic, but you can't even get that right. You mean hieroglyphs? Tablet, whatever the Sumerian language was? The Babylon, man, come on, Cannon. Like I said, either way, exactly. But yet, let's look at Margie, I'm cool. They never mastered the purpose of it, though. That's why they water it down, and exactly, it make you follow their bullshit. Because the way they initiate the process shows they never did it. It's about character building and mastery of self. I'm 14 years celibate. 700 days juice fast at October 15th, 2024. And now I've done lost count. I'm at least about 80 days in since that point. Probably even more, but at least I stopped counting. I'm cool. 700 days in 7 years. 12 years celibate, involved with my community over 10 years. Local Congress, police, neighborhood watch. Who better than me? On top of that, knowledge of who I am, knowledge of who I am. So it don't matter. See what I said? Me being the son of who I am, because I did it, no matter what you claim to be, you can't surpass me. Now you can say whatever you want. You can say, all that mocking the memories, mimicking, scoffers shall increase in the last days, right? They sound smart until you destroy them, start getting annoyed and start doing nut shit. But as long as I master the boxes and mark the boxes, no matter who you claim to be, that's why I get you out of here. That's what the Shriner sign is about. If he reveals, any Pharaoh that rise, you behead them, because he knows he can't surpass me. Right, baby Adrami? Right, baby Adrami? Little brother Adrami? They shall rule in the name of Ethiopia, the caper and the Gast. That's why whenever a black messiah rises, they must kill him. Because no matter what they claim or what they claim to have done, as long as I do it, can never surpass me. But they desire to sit in Moses' seat. Thoth Moses, Pharaoh, Thoth Moses, 1, 2, and 3. So not only they wish to be my judge, they wish to be my ruler. And I say, go ahead. The laws of Moses, the way. Go ahead. See? And for sitting in Moses' seat and yet denying Torah, you're not fit for. You're not fit to sit in that show. And what they all say? The story of Jesus, Miriam, Yusuf comes from who? Haru, Asar and the Set. Exactly. Yeah, over your head, right? So if you claim in Moses' seat, that means laws of attraction. The 42 laws of Ma'at, right? Nah. The 613 laws of Moses, of the Pharaonic bloodline, is how you keep order in the land. Laws of attraction, I mean, that's in every kingdom. You gotta get it exactly. And every time you show that godly, that's why they don't get top. Every time you prove to be who you say, they ain't worried about the coons. They worry about them. Beings like you, gotta get you out of there. And my other video, it's crazy how blacks mocking or joking about blacks being persecuted and then cry about oppression of the white man. But they laugh at their, like I said, Daniel Penny and Mr. Diddy Combs tried in the same city and the same court. Daniel Penny was a year before found not guilty. And they were so, even right now, what's his name? Bob the Builder. Attempted murder. He got bail. Mr. Sean Combs can get bail for what again? Right now. Carmelo Anthony. murder. All white jury. Did he get a bail? And on top, if he doesn't have a bail, that's even crazy for the black community. Y'all ain't rallied together to put money for the bull, whether guilty or not. Alright, chasing white Becky though, right? That's crazy. If Carmelo Anthony has a I think I did see that. I think he did get out on bail. But still, all white jury when the requirements are for the jury to resemble the what you call it, the census for that for that area. And it's 11% black, 49% white, 19% Asian, and some percent, I know it's above blacks, Hispanics. So according to the calculations, 11% of 12, 1.32% must be on the jury. But to show you how you keep getting railroaded everywhere you go, and he keeps suppressing his wicked, vile, highest of the high violations, while accusing you for the lowest of the low, and acting as though Mr. Diddy killed somebody, Mr. Cosby killed somebody, Mr. Kelly killed somebody, Mr. Jackson killed somebody. And they were hard, and then simultaneously while that, Zimmerman, Rittenhouse, Daniel Penny, cold-blooded murderers. None of them you can't even defend nor explain. And the law says they're all guilty no matter what your public opinion is. Like I said, Zimmerman got beat up he antagonized a young black man, got beat the fuck up as he should have. I guess he pulled out the gun. The young black man turned and ran, shot in the back. Case closed. Ran in the house, unlawful to carry, and he was a minor, so he couldn't carry regardless. Antagonized, didn't save somebody in duress, but antagonized. Killed 2, injured 1. Guilty. At the very minimum, not having so in the argument he's making, because he couldn't have a gun by age and therefore unlawful 2, he's automatically got to get at least Diddy Tom 4 to 5 plus years in jail. Not to mention it automatically gives him manslaughter at the least. And Daniel Penny already explained that yesterday. You go watch the video. 2 witnesses held him down. He no gun like Mr. Martin. And he said he threatened him. Okay. And even I watched the video. The prosecution cited the law. Even the threat is still not worthy, and you still cannot use by law lethal force. And you've seen plenty of times in the video, he had assistance, so he had opportunity to break the hold and let him go, and refused to do so. And they were not trying to get the penny off of him. They were restraining Mr. What's his name? Not Daniel Penny. I said his name yesterday. Exactly. I'm more focused on the murderer. They more held his hand down, so he couldn't fight. When I first watched, I thought that alright, they got gonna be how he died. Oh, they're holding him while he's still being chokeholded. Chokeholded. Never breaking it. Clear case. But yet, Mr. Cotton, and simultaneously all this Diddy, Sean Combs, R. Kelly, Dr. Cosby, while they was lynching you and persecuting you, all the white people, so white with female, quiet and mode on all these murder and not to mention raise money for their defense. Somebody even purchased the gun that killed Trayvon Martin, but he wanted to sit in Moses' seat and judge over me and say he ruled over me. I'll go to war for it then, bitch. Return the dust how they can. What they say? The lower will get above the higher.